All right. I am back with Dark Souls Remastered. This is the second stream. On the first stream, I rang the first Bell of Awakening and defeated the Capra Demon. So now I need to head to the second Bell of Awakening, and these guys were not here before. So let's see what's going on here.
My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to make sure there's no echo. So, okay. Oops, that should eliminate any. Oh yeah, so I completed the first Bell of Awakening up in the Undead Burg. So now I'm about to head towards the second bell.
Did I not experience who are you so unconvincingly?
These guys are the Way of White. They're a sort of militant religious organization dedicated to worshiping the gods in Anor Londo.
So uncouth as to lack such judgment. By the looks of you,
So their goal is to extend the reach of the gods' influence in the world and the Age of Fire. Okay, these guys will become relevant later.
Times are grim, don't you? You might skip.
All right. And now we're about to find one of the funniest NPCs in the game. Not that guy. Oops. Ah. I also did some Black Knight farming to get the Black Knight shield and the Black Knight sword. So pretty powerful weapons. They don't always drop, and since the Black Knights don't respawn, I had to back up my save to make sure I got these items. I unlocked this shortcut last time. And here she is.
oh, there you are, dearie. I have lost now dish up some souls.
Let's see if she has anything for sale before I make her angry. Okay, don't have enough for a purging stone, but if I get cursed, I can find other ways to do that.
What a humdrum lad you are.
I'm about to make her very, very angry, and just listen to this. I'm gonna punch her, okay? Okay. I probably need to use something that's not gonna be fatal, a weapon. Wait a minute. There we go. Wait, she's not getting angry, hold on. All right, maybe a different weapon. Mail breaker. All right, we'll try this. Come on. I don't want to use a... Okay, wing spear. This needs to... There we go. Okay, she's gonna just endlessly repeat that dialogue. All right. So yeah, she's obviously pretty upset. All right, time to enter the depths. I unlocked this door last time, but it didn't go through. Ah, oops. Okay, sword's not the best for narrow corridors. I also got probably the best possible early level weapon last time, the Drake sword, which you don't get any sort of scaling bonuses for it, but the stat requirements are pretty low, and you can get it pretty easily as long as you have a bow and quite a few arrows. All right, the torches can be hard to read. All right. Just gotta take these guys a little slow, aggro them one at a time, hopefully. In Dark Souls 1, having a shield is very useful. Other games it's less useful, like Bloodborne and to some extent Elden Ring. But in Dark Souls 1, shields are good. Especially if it has 100% physical defense like this one does. In fact, when you're looking at shields, big thing you want to look for is damage reduction percentage. So this eliminates 100% of physical damage, and stability, which I have at 62 here, which for a medium shield is pretty good. Normally you need like a great shield for that level of stability. But shields can block damage, but not status buildup. So those dogs can still do bleed damage through your shield. All right, let's aggro this one separately. I'm over here. I'm trying not to get this guy's attention. Okay. All right. Come on. Downside to this particular sword is the heavy attack is so slow. Like, it took like 3 to 5 business days for that attack to land. Now, I'm kind of used to recently playing games like Zelda where they give you cutscenes to point out every little thing. But Dark Souls requires you to actually be observant and look for hidden areas. Anything up here? Okay. Just a giant rat. And hopefully I don't die. Oh, okay. That was pretty easy. Ah, there we go. And I can't really see very well, but that should be the way down. This is probably the fastest way to get through the depths, but there's a lot more to do here. There we go. And I believe I should be able to unlock a bonfire shortcut up here. There's actually an NPC I need to find here. That's really going to be helpful. There's other ways to find the giant rat that are less favorable to you, but this method gave me a plunging attack advantage. Also, I'm wearing lighter armor because equip loads are different in Dark Souls than they are in Elden Ring. So in Elden Ring, if you want medium roll, you need to be under 70% of your maximum equip load. Well, in Dark Souls, it's 50%. And if you want light roll, you have to be under 25%. So almost nobody gets light roll. And yeah, I see the item here, but I also see this. Let's see if I can grab it. Ah, okay. That's what I was afraid of. And I don't bother taking out these enemies because for little balls of slime, they just have ridiculous amounts of health. Anything here? I know there's the ambush around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. That's the ambush. Yeah, that heavy attack is too slow to do and too slow to recover from. Okay, I forgot you can't move while healing with Estus in this game. It forces you to be completely stationary. Okay, I need to stop with the heavy attacks. Oh well. All right, so no heavy attacks. That's really the message here. And actually, that bonfire, I should probably kindle it, but I want to get back my humanity first. Yeah, this narrow corridor, yeah, it's bad for a sword that swings wide like that. Really, for this sort of environment, a rapier is probably your best bet. All right, got my humanity back. And my souls. All right, play it safe this time. Oh, okay, he's got some reflexes, okay. Come over here. Ooh, okay. All right, all right, all right. All right. That was harder than it needed to be. And this path should take me back to the entrance to the depths. But this is the guy I'm looking for. Just standing in a barrel for some reason. And I'm gonna roll so I don't hit him. He's the guy who can introduce you to pyromancy. I didn't choose pyromancer as my starting class, but you can become a pyromancer. I'm not going to make that my primary focus. I'm still going to be melee focused, but with Pyromancy as an add-on because Pyromancy doesn't require any stats. So Sorcery requires intelligence. Miracles, which is this game's version of incantations from Elden Ring, that requires faith, but Pyromancy doesn't require any stat investment at all. So literally any build can also use Pyromancy.
Oh, hello there.
Anything else you have to say? Okay, he'll eventually make his way back to the Firelink Shrine where we can buy Pyromancy from him. And now that I have my 2 humanity back, I can actually kindle this bonfire. So to kindle a bonfire, you first have to be in human form. Right now I'm in hollow form. So I have to use one of my humanity to reverse hollowing. And notice my Estus flask are still at 5. That's about the change. So now that I'm human again, and you can see I don't look like beef jerky anymore, I can kindle this bonfire by using my other humanity. And now, when resting at this bonfire, every time I rest, I get 10 Estus flask, just like Firelink Shrine. And there's an item later on in the game that'll let me kindle bonfire an additional 2 stages up to 20 Estus flask. And since I'm human, I might get invaded later on. But before I fight the boss of this area, there's someone else I have to take out first. So the boss is a dragon, but there's a channeler character who can actually power up the dragon and heal him. So you definitely want to get rid of the channeler before you fight the boss. Otherwise, you're left with a pretty tough situation. And by the way, if you want to ever farm humanity, like if you run out, these rats have a chance of dropping humanity. Like that one just now. It's a very low chance, like 3%, but if you ever need more humanity and you just don't know where to find some, you can just spend some time farming these rats. And you may wonder, of course, okay, why are rats dropping humanity? Well, it's because they eat people. That's why. They eat corpses and get the humanity from there. All right, this channeler right here is who I have to kill. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I try not to aggro too many of them at once. I need him to come a little bit closer so these rats won't attack me. Let's see. Can I... Oops. Alright, he's not going to come closer. Ooh. Whoa, okay. That did a lot of damage. Okay, but I got him now. So he's not gonna respond. He stays dead, and he was the one who's gonna be casting spells to help out the dragon down there, and now he's not going to anymore. See the little blue flames on that rat? That means that the rat was powered up by that channeler. All right. And I can actually level up before I fight the boss now. Because I've accomplished everything I need to accomplish here except being the boss. All right. I should be able to get one level at least. I'll get some more strength. This sword scales higher with strength, so I'll focus on that. And for those who don't know, this weapon requires 20 strength to use and 18 dexterity, but the cool thing about the strength stat specifically that affects no other stat, if you two-hand a weapon, you get a 50% bonus to your strength. So if I only had 14 strength, but I held this weapon with two hands, that 14 would act as 21 strength and let me use the weapon. But of course that means I wouldn't be able to use the shield. Alright, so it's boss time. And I am going to summon Solaire and Lautrec for this fight. Solaire gives you sunlight medals, which if you care about, you know, Covenant quests and all that, it's... Oh, okay, this guy... Rat's going to follow me. Okay. And you can only summon these NPCs if you're in human form, by the way. So if you die, you go back to being a hollow, and you have to expend another humanity to become human again. Well, I was going to summon, but I am actually not seeing his summon sign anywhere. I probably missed a step somewhere where we have to talk to him or something like that in order to... Oh, you know what? No, it's down here, I think. Yeah, okay, I think it's... Yeah, here we go. So, of course, Solaire, being the Sun Bro, his summon sign is a brighter shade of gold than the others. As he would say, grossly incandescent. And he's got to do his praise the sun gesture. And of course, Lautrec is just a regular person. He's not special like Solaire, so he just gets a regular summon sign. Only the Sun Bro gets that bright gold. Now, of course, having two NPC summons active means that this boss is going to have a lot more health, but might as well. I have a pretty good weapon anyway. And by the way, if I had chosen the Master Key as my starting gift, I could completely skip this boss. There's actually a few bosses that you can completely skip in the game if you choose the Master Key. And the only reason I didn't choose the Master Key and chose the Old Witch's Ring instead is for storytelling reasons. So literally your starting gift can make several bosses optional, which is just crazy. And this guy can actually spew acid that'll break your equipment. So you gotta watch out for yellow acid. Because unlike Elden Ring, there's actually breakable weapons in Dark Souls. Oh. Alright. And you really just gotta watch out for his charge. Oh, and this guy, like all dragons, you can break its tail off for a weapon. And actually, if I two-hand my sword, I get a bonus to strength. So, yeah, there's not much point in using a shield for this fight. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the acid. Okay. Nice. And I hope that didn't actually damage my sword. Okay, 270 out of 300 durability is not bad, considering this boss. All right. Got 30,000 souls, so before heading to Blighttown, I should probably spend these to level up some. You know what? I don't want to walk all the way back, so I have 12 homework bones. Might as well use one. Okay. All right. Strength up to 25. That's nice. Okay. And yeah, this guy will eventually move to the bridge, to under the bridge near Firelink Shrine.
I'm Donna Lezina. I'm just a man. I adore trinkets and oddities.
He'll eventually sell some unique armor sets. Other than this, of course. And he doesn't have much right now. Okay.
Well, that is a shame.
And again, if I had the master key, I could just open this door without having to fight the dragon. But I'm not trying to skip content in this stream. And I wanted the Old Witch's Ring as my starting gift because it'll allow us to talk to a character that couldn't be communicated without that ring. And there's actually, if you have the master key, there's actually a very shortcut way of getting to the bottom of Blighttown. This is the long way. So unfortunately, I have to do the long way because I don't have the master key. I hate this part. This guy's do toxic buildup, which is it's like a super poison. It's poison that acts faster than regular poison. And it's hard to fight these guys in this terrain, so... Ooh. Oh no, I got toxic buildup. I'm dead. That's pretty much guaranteed death right there. Unless I can just heal through it. Yeah, okay. So this is why Blighttown is one of the most hated areas in this game. Probably one of the most hated areas of any Souls game. That's if you take the long way. If you take the shortcut, it's not really that bad. Oh, okay. Shouldn't have ran past that guy. Okay. That's why I wanted to kindle the depths, because this is a tough area. So I think running past them is the way to go. Just don't remember the routes to take exactly. I mean, I could try fighting these guys, but it's a very bad area for trying to fight those guys. I'll give it a try, though. That doesn't look survivable. Okay. I'll try outspacing them. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that... All right. Ugh, he really does a lot of damage to your stamina. I've actually never tried dropping down there, but it looks like death. So oh, you know what? I think I see something. Gotta get rid of this guy first, though. Oh, okay. I need to remember there's a follow-up swing when he does that. Ooh. Okay. Hope the platforming physics actually favor me this time. No, so it's not close enough to actually roll. And I could go back up to the Firelink Shrine and get the Pyromancy option, but the boss I had to fight in Blighttown is completely immune to Pyromancy or any sort of fire damage at all. So no point in doing that yet. Oh, and I can actually, once I get to the bottom of Blighttown, visit the most secret area in the game. It's one of those areas where we first discovered this place in Dark Souls. It's one of the best parts of the game. Not because the area itself is special, but because it's the experience of discovering it. All right, let's... There we go. Anyone attacking? Okay. These things right here, these souls that you can acquire, notice they're colored white, even though this is called Dark Souls. So the Dark Soul is basically humanity. It comes from the furtive Pygmy, and the Dark Soul was split up into many fragments called humanity, which are these things. The dark sign was placed on humans by the gods to seal away the darkness inside of them, because that's what the gods feared. Well, since their humanity was sealed up by the dark sign, the undead came to see the white souls as their sense of identity. And that, I'm getting toxic buildup. Those blow darts got me toxic. All right. All right, need to heal desperately. All right, I really need to either find a cure for toxic or I don't know. Do I have anything to cure toxic? Probably not. Okay, this could be... I could be dead from this. Toxic is this game's version of Scarlet Rot from Elden Ring. It's really bad. Okay, Purple Moss Clump heals poison, but I don't think it heals toxic. Well, let's find out. Just poison. All right. I don't suppose I can find a bonfire around here anywhere. Oh, mistimed that. All right, so I got watch out for that blow dart guy. What I was saying about the humanity is they came to view the white souls as their sense of identity because the undead have been born with the their dark humanity sealed off by the dark sign since their existence. And this indirectly leads to the curse of hollowing, these guys becoming hollow, because when the fire weakens, which we're in an age now where the first flame is weakening, it weakens the hold on that, and it causes the humanity to seep out and corrupt their white souls. So that's why people go hollow. I'm starting to regret not choosing the master key, because this is a tough route if you're not taking the shortcut. But I'll get it. Once I'm down at the bottom and I get to the bonfire at the base of Blighttown, then it's not bad from that point on. All right. So, key here is to not get toxic status. Nice. All right. And I know somewhere up there above the platform, so... Okay, lure these guys over here. Important thing is to stay away from the toxic blow dart guy. Come on. Over here. All right. And when fighting these guys, I keep swinging my sword too early, so I guess I just have to wait for them to attack, and then I counterattack. All right, run past the blow darts. And I'm still going to be vulnerable when I climb the ladder. Maybe. Oh, no, because I think the toxic blow darts guys, they don't respawn. So once you kill them, they're one of the few enemies that stay dead. So Dark Souls isn't okay. He can grab you through your shield apparently. Okay. So Dark Souls is mean, but not that mean apparently. All right, he does the follow-up. I was too close, even still. Whoa. No. Stay out of this. Okay. All right. So I have to remember not to attack too early. All right. Making progress here. And it helps that they have torches near ladders. So at least they're giving you that much as like a visual clue of where the ladders are. Oh, what? Okay, breakable floors. I'm not used to taking this route, so there's going to be some surprises here for me. All right, I see where I'm supposed to go, but I know there's a bonfire somewhere midway, so I don't want to miss the bonfire. Okay, that looks dangerous. I'm gonna check this other direction first. Oh, okay, and of course it's gonna move on me. And of course there's guys waiting for me. I really need a bonfire. There we go. I said I needed a bonfire and Dark Souls gave me a bonfire. I'm not going to kindle this bonfire because there's a better one at the bottom of this area. More of those toxic dark guys. Oh, okay. Bad toxic buildup here. All right. Just have to try not to get hit by toxic. All right, where are they? Come on. Oh, okay, they're gonna come at me from both sides. There's still someone, I think, trying to climb the ladder. Yeah, okay, this way. All right, he's just not gonna climb the ladder, I guess. And underneath that worm is a pyromancy. Kind of safely drop down to it, though. Ooh, okay. Swung too early. All right. Okay, there's a ladder. Okay, I don't have to drop. Ooh, okay, okay. I need to kill this thing to get the pyromancy, but okay, this could be a little challenging. Nice. No, how did I miss that? All right, I get the message. I have a. All right, all right. Okay. I am gonna play this very safe. Actually, you don't need to be that drastic. I still have some fire bombs. Hopefully this thing's not immune to fire. Otherwise I'm wasting this. Okay, it's not immune. There we go. This pyromancy power within is sort of like a last resort thing because it drains your health, but it also really powers you up. Ooh. Come on. All right. I don't know if these large guys can... What? I don't know what happened there, but I survived. All right. Wow. Survived so far. Oh, come on. This... okay. This game is really... I don't know how to say it. Okay. Good news is I'm getting closer to the bottom. Bad news is there's another toxic dark guy. And I still don't have a way of healing toxic. Ooh, very close to getting toxic. And it looks like I can slide down there, but I don't want to take chances when I'm this close. These guys just do regular poison. Regular poison is purple, the toxic is black. All right, I'm just gonna run. And I'm gonna be regular poisoned, but I don't care. Regular poison's not bad. Whoa. All right, I still need to heal though. And now I just run for it. Because the bonfire's here. I made it. Finally made it to the bottom. Now, can I level up? That's the thing. Let's find out. Vitality is okay. So this way is the boss if I head that way towards that hill right there. And the secret area is that way. I'm gonna do the boss first. And what I actually probably should do is reverse hollowing. Because I can summon someone for help. Okay. So now that I'm human, I should get invaded by someone named Maneater Mildred. Yep. And I'll fight her over here by the bonfire. So I have room to maneuver. I'm still going to get attacked by insects during this fight probably, but... And if you've seen Elden Ring, she should bear a striking resemblance to Anastasia Tarnished Eater. No, I didn't mean to heal when I keep forgetting that you can't move in this game when you're healing. Okay. Bye. And now that she's been defeated, I can summon her for help with this boss. Not that she does a lot of damage, but ooh, she's good as a distraction. I'm poisoned, but okay. I'll probably have like 4 Estus flasks by the time I fight the boss. I'm taking this route because those guys who throw stones can really mess you up, especially as seeing as how slow I'm walking here. Interestingly, in the New Game Plus playthrough, you're not actually slowed down by poison swamps. New Game Plus makes everything hard, but it makes this particular aspect easier. All right. There we go. All right. And as you can see from the spider webs, the boss is going to be a spider, of course. Big newbie mistake, do not attack these guys. If you attack them, you will regret it. All right, time to summon Maneater Mildred. All right, let's go. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that does a lot of damage. And you really don't want to stand in the lava. Oh, yeah. So yeah, having Mildred as a distraction is really helpful here. Whoa, okay. Good thing I got my shield up. This shield, it has actually pretty decent fire defense. All right. So yeah, just keep the shield up. I think that's actually one of the better shields in the game for fire defense. Oh, okay, I'm almost dead now. There we go. So this is the first time I actually got a special soul. It's the soul of Quelaag. You can use it like any of these consumable items to get a bunch of souls, or you can hold on to it, and there's a character who can help you use this special soul to create a unique weapon. But here is the second Bell of Awakening. And we don't need to watch a cutscene of a bell ringing. And yeah, there's a whole area you can explore here. But first, there's an illusory wall here. Is this wall right here. I'm just gonna roll into that, and the wall disappears. I'm gonna tell this guy that we're here to serve his master. Yes, I am. Sure.
No eggs.
Observant. Can't promise that. Now, if you want to upgrade your Estus flask to make them stronger, she's actually a firekeeper and has a firekeeper soul. So if you kill her, you can get her soul. I'm not going to do that until much later in the game, though. You don't want to do this too early. Now, the reason I'm able to, so I'll unequip this ring. If I try to talk to her, this happens. But if I equip the ring, the old witch's ring, which I chose as my starting gift, I can understand her. She thinks I'm her sister Quelaag. She can't see. I'm gonna eventually enter the Covenant here. I'm gonna hold off until I have a lot more humanity, though.
Bye, Quelaag. It was so very nice to chat.
And I can't really explore. This way is to the Demon Ruins. I can't really explore this area fully until much later in the game. But there is a boss I can go ahead and fight right now. And I say fight, it's not much of a fight if you know how to do it. But yeah, this... You may remember the Taurus demon from last stream that was on the bridge. There's a bunch of Taurus demons down there just standing in the lava. And once you drain the lava, you can actually fight all of those guys. I don't recommend fighting them all at once. But, I mean, you could if you want to. By the way, the spider lady I was talking to, she's known in the game as My Fair Lady. She's one of the daughters of the Witch of Izalith. Her sister is Quelaag, the spider we fought. And Quelaag, she was fighting us because she was trying to harvest our humanity to give to her sister. And I'll probably talk more about that once I get into her covenant. But the Witch of Islith had several daughters. She also had a son, who is this right here. And he's just chilling right now. He's not harming anybody right now. But if we disturb the grave of one of his sisters, he gets upset. Like that. So I could try to fight him now, but he does that. If I can avoid those initial attacks, though, there's actually a much easier way to kill him. So yeah, as just sort of an indicator of how under level you are for a particular area, that should give you some hint right there that I'm very under leveled for this area. But I'm still going to do it anyway, because there is a way to kill this guy easily, and it has to do with the terrain. This is one of the things where it pays to be observant. So notice up here, it's much higher elevation, and there's a drop off right there. That's what we're going to use to our advantage here. Okay, so starting out kind of hostile already. All right, come on this way. Just follow me back here. Yep, get near the edge. And oh. Okay, that's not the way to do it, I guess. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. For some reason, he's not taking the bait. I think I have to lure him back here and then go back. But we'll get it done. Somehow we'll make this work. I do need to survive. I might as well get my souls back. All right, follow me. Yeah, over here. This may take a few tries, because he has attacks that can one-shot me at this level, so let's see how this goes. Idea is I want to get enough of a head start to force him to jump. There we go. He jumps. And now he's grabbing onto the ledge. And I have to make him lose his grip. Like that. That was definitely a Lord of the Rings moment right there. right. Do I get any souls for this? Okay, 20,000 souls. Okay, I was about to say. And don't feel like walking all the way back up, so. All right. And since this spider lady, since she is a fire keeper, resting at her fire means I'll get 10 S's instead of 5. Because simply having a fire keeper present already kindles a bonfire an extra level. And how many humanities do I have? Okay, these count as 2. Okay, so 17 currently. Not quite enough for what I want to do. And yeah, this thing in the floor, that's an elevator, but we can't access it just yet. It can be unlocked later as a shortcut. So, wait, hold on, before I keep going, I want to talk to that egg guy. Oh, no, because I still have to unlock pyromancy. So now that both Bells of Awakening have been rung, the way forward through Sin's Fortress has been unlocked. Before I get to that, though, I do want to visit one of the coolest areas in the game. All right. Just gonna be slowly poisoned, I guess. Huh. Actually, you know what? No, I'll save that for another time. Oh no, it's this way I need to go. And the reason I want to save it for later is because I'm going to do probably some off-stream farming of Twinkling Titanite, because that secret area is a good place for that. All right. So I'm taking a different way up Blighttown than I took down because I can unlock a shortcut. All right, let's go. Last challenge is getting past these big guys. I might just run. Okay. Whoa, that was... Ugh. I hope I didn't aggro both of them. And I did, okay. I'm just gonna run then. I know I'm walking through a bunch of cool areas, but there's definitely gonna be time to explore all this stuff later. Oh, it would have been bad if I ran without looking right into that pit. I say that from experience because I've done that many times. I turned a corner expecting to find solid floor here, and it's just a pit. And here comes one of the most shocking moments in the game. The music tells me I'm back at Firelink Shrine, right? That's what I'm expecting. But look, the Firekeeper is gone. And not only that, but the fire's been extinguished. Basically, Lautrec killed the Firekeeper. It would have been possible to stop him by kicking him off this cliff before he had the chance to kill her, but I was willing to let this happen because I know we can get the fire back and for plot progression.
That is incredible. You have a new friend. It's noisy, it's slow, and its breath is releasing. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
Hello, Gracie Hayes. I don't really have a main game, but this is the game I'm streaming now, Dark Souls. Ah, okay. I'm honestly not really into Battle Royale. I'm more into, like, you know, just single player games, really.
Rang the bell of awakening. I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Brand.
A variety. So I like, you know, Souls games like this, Elden Ring, Bloodborne. I stream those games. Also classic games like you know, like for Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo. A lot of the retro games. And I'm also currently streaming Zelda games too.
Succeed,
Currently Twilight Princess HD.
so that you may link the fire, cast away to this end. You must visit Anor Londo and acquire your
That's cool. Yeah, nothing against those types of games. It's just not my thing.
I am his
So now that fire, oh, actually, there's a NPC around here I missed. Wow, is Zombie Planet that interesting? What platform is that on?
Well, actually, you make it. Yeah, I made enough sense to Firefly. Oh yeah. I think you have a nap. You need material. Be pleased to help you.
It's important to answer no here.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take
Streaming usually about 3 days a week.
a plane from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pirate. Right, let's get started, right?
So, pyromancy is the most accessible of the magic types. It doesn't require, like, you know, you to be a scholar, like with sorcery, or you to be like part of a religious sect, like with miracles. Pyromancy in order to access pyromancy, you have to be given the flame by a pyromancer, and is meant to be shared because pyromancy is the magic of life. And I'll get into all that once we get more into like the bed of chaos and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I stream for fun currently. I'm pretty new to this, so I'm still sort of getting started. And unlike sorcery and miracles, the strength of pyromancy doesn't depend on your stats. It entirely depends on how leveled up your pyromancy flame is.
Goodbye.
Let's see. Really want to buy all of his equipment as much as I can. Yeah, I had a feeling as some sort of sales pitch of some sort was coming. And really, the way it goes with me is just, you know, without playing games, just tell me what you're offering, and that's, I can just give you a yes or no there. I am on Discord. I'm just not going to check it right now because I'm just busy with this. But I'll keep that. It'll save in my chat. Grace Hayes 457. So yeah, I'll take a look. Yeah, I'm familiar with Twitch's affiliate program.
Pyromancy is as our ancestors. Our master must be in tune with nature, except my home, that swamp, is an abundant school of nature. You will understand how it takes time. Goodbye.
Yep.
Safe.
Yep.
Don't you dare go on.
And how would you do that exactly? Okay. Okay, I just see a notification that I got a request from you on Discord, so I'll take a look at later tonight. Yep, I just mentioned that I see it, so I'll take a look once, you know, later tonight when I'm not actively streaming. Ooh, I don't have attunement. Okay, I need to level up my attunement. All right. I do get people like every single stream with the same sort of familiar sounding sales pitch, and it's best if whatever you're offering, you just come right out and say it. Otherwise, I'm just not going to invest a lot of time into it. Oh yeah, there's a trap here. Of course, you can use the traps against your enemies. That's always nice. Yeah, this place is accessible now that both bells of awakening have been rung. Oh, that was close. Ooh. All right. No. So swinging your sword carries you forward, I guess. I'm trying to decide if I want to kindle that bonfire or not. I'm thinking not. 5 Estus should be enough for this. If I go down to 5, that's fine. Yep. But again, I'm probably more interested if you just, you know, say what you want to say just right now. I just don't really have, you know, the patience for those whatever games promoters like this play. All right, let's see. Not sure if I can survive this fall or not. Survivable for... Okay, the fall was survivable. I don't know about this, though. All right. So yeah, I'm officially down to 5 Estus. And obviously this is an illusory wall, but unlike other illusory walls, unlike every other illusory wall in the game, rolling into it is not sufficient. You have to actually attack it. Don't know why they made an exception for this one in particular, but that's how it is. And yeah, defeating this guy is totally optional. He's basically the one who opened the gate for us once both bells were rung. And this is his reward, I guess. Okay. And the reward was a Titanite chunk. That's all right. All right. Come on. Oh, that was useful. Yep, that's what I mean about using the traps against the enemies. Ah, okay. Need to anticipate those back swings. Okay, a third swing. Okay. All right, it's really hard to tell if they're gonna, when there's a follow-up and when there's not a follow-up. Ugh. All right, all right. Really? Okay, it seems that if he puts more effort into a swing, there's not a follow-up. All right. Okay. There we go. Make him fall off the edge. Wow, okay. And yeah, I see the trap button here. Fortunately, the chest is not a trap. At least not this one, anyway. All right, couldn't tell if it was gonna be a third. Ooh, okay, yeah. I can't tell when it's gonna be a third follow-up. Okay. Good. I was hoping that would happen. Okay, my first really good ring. I don't need this. Okay. Physical damage reduction is always good. Alright, let's wait. I'll just use my last Estus. That's fine. And of course he blocks the trap I was gonna use. Okay, I thought he was really committing to that one attack. Alright, so this could end up killing me, but let's see. Oh, okay, I ran into it. All right. May not survive this attempt, but let's try it. Okay, yeah, I'm not surviving this, I don't think. Timing is too tight. Okay, I got it. There's a lot more I can explore here, but getting to a bonfire is higher priority. So focus on bonfire first and then worry about exploration second. Because I'm completely out of healing. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm vulnerable here. There's actually a better weapon I can use for this place. Okay, I have to two-hand it because I don't have the strength to wield it one-handed. But okay, I'll use this weapon. And actually, you know what? Because it does seem that 5 Estus is not enough. I hate to use humanity when I don't need to, but it'll be worthwhile to kindle this one. Plus, now that Firelink Shrine is basically dead, this is the closest thing to Firelink Shrine. All right, this is a good weapon. Ooh, okay. I didn't expect him to be able to jump that far. All right, let's do this. Nice. Okay, yeah. This weapon seems to be the way to go for this level, at least. Whoa. Ah. By another development, he means I'm going to solve the issue for him. This guy cannot solve problems on his own. Yep, that was close. Whoa, okay. And I'm just gonna run straight for this guy. All right, last bit of danger before the bonfire. Finally, I'm at a bonfire. Thank you, Orange June. All right, nothing's coming here. probably can't afford much yet, but let's see.
So,
Oh yeah, I can't really afford this yet. The Thunder Stone Plate Ring, I'm definitely going to want to buy that later. But for now, can't yet afford it. Yeah, nice try. There we go. And yeah, past this guy is absolutely nothing, so don't bother. And this unlocks a shortcut down to the bottom. So now I don't have to do this whole level again. And to get rid of the guy throwing explosives, I can... Okay, wow, okay. And I'm human, so I might as well summon this NPC here. Iron Tarkus. All right, let's go, Iron Tarkus. All right. Yeah. And it actually is possible to stagger this guy and make him fall off. Be a little bit tricky to pull off, but he can fall over the edge. Why is this not... there we go. All right. 40... okay. Well, in that case, since I got that many souls, before heading on over to Anor Londo, I need to actually upgrade some of my pyromancy. I guess that'll be my priority. And I could level up quite a bit as well, but I think leveling up pyromancy will be of more help here. I still have to get past these two guys. Oh well. Just run past them, I guess. And I guess I need to level up enough to get at least one attunement slot. Because pyromancy won't do me any good if I don't have enough slots to actually cast even one spell. All right. Been streaming for about 2 hours now, so I think what I'm gonna do now is actually go to Ash Lake. And that involves going back to Blighttown. That was nice. Oh, and you know what? I just remembered. Ash Lake, I have to fight that Black Hydra. That's not going to be fun. Come on. Oh, wait a minute, this way. Now that I have that big shortcut unlocked, going back and forth to Blighttown isn't that big of a deal anymore. But I still am gonna have to deal with being poisoned all the time. This looks like a dead end, but this is an illusory wall. And now this really looks like a dead end, but it's another illusory wall. By the way, the entrance to Deeproot Depths in Elden Ring followed a similar pattern of illusory wall with a chest behind it, with another illusory wall behind it, leading to the roots of a tree. Very similar pattern here. Now, unfortunately, this part might take a few tries. First, I can try to get the Chloranthy ring. Okay. Okay, it actually worked. That's a very useful ring. I really hope I don't get cursed here. Curse is a status effect you really don't want to get because it, even after you respawn, it keeps your HP, your maximum HP at half of what it was. Okay, this thing disappeared, but what I can do is I can quit out and rejoin. I might have quit out too close to it though. Yeah, I'm too close. Okay. Try that again. You know what? Actually, I forgot to attune a spell. Really? All right. A little bit further away then. Don't want to get too far because it'll see me coming. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. So I really don't have a lot of time to get that thing. Okay. Well, I can attune one thing here. And let's see. Okay, I'm still under half equip load, so I can still medium roll. Oh, I see you there. Yeah, these guys can inflict curse, and that's really bad. All right, let me quit out and reload again. All right, time to sprint. There we go. So these basilisk enemies, the ones with the fake big eyes, they emit this toxic gas that if it fills up your curse meter, you become cursed. And then when you respawn from there on out, your maximum HP is cut in half. And you have to get a purging stone to reverse that. The old lady who sells purging stones is in the most accessible place is upset at me because I attacked her. And I have to go all the way down to a very hard to reach NPC for another source of these. So basically, if I get cursed, it's going to be very inconvenient for me. That's really what I'm getting at here. Okay, this could be a fall death here. Like it was for those guys. Yeah, I'm not seeing a safe place to descend here. Maybe on this... Okay, there. Yeah, physics on this thing are not great. This is not a walkable surface. And you really want to avoid these big mushrooms here. They can do a lot of damage. They don't look dangerous, but they are. So other than Firelink Shrine, this is the only other place that I know of in game that has background music. And it's very important I get this bonfire. All right. This Black Hydra could be... It can probably one-shot me, so I have to be very careful with how I use the shield. But yeah, this area is basically like the very base of the world. And it's like super ancient. Oh, yeah, okay. This is why I don't like this. Because it's hard to see just... You have to get very close to the edge, but it's hard to see just how close you can get before you fall in. Okay, I'm probably mixing this up with the Hydra in Darkroot Garden, because that one you pretty much have to go into the water to a certain extent. Here I should probably just stand at the very edge of the water instead of going in. The other Hydra, if you stand at the edge of the water, you're not going to have a good time. You have to go into the water, but not too far. So I just lost a bunch of souls, but I should be able to get more, hopefully, from this. All right. Really? So part of the challenge here is going to be finding the right place to stand. That's the thing. Or maybe I don't fight the dragon at all. Maybe I just ignore it. That'll make this... That'll make things more difficult, but... This is insane. Or you might... I'll come over here. Try this area. All right, get closer. Get closer. Okay. There. All right. Ah, really? But that's really the strategy, is to have a good shield and lure it into using his heads against you. If I had, a lot more arrows and my bow was fully upgraded to do some damage, I could probably snipe it at a distance. But I'm not going all the way back up to upgrade my bow. Plus, I don't have the souls for that anyway. Yeah, so I guess, use this to... just to be patient, lure him in. And if I turn the camera at this angle, I can see the edge a little bit better. This is annoying. I guess I'll have to stand so close to the edge once I have him nearby. Okay. This is... Alright, so don't stand so close. Come on. Ugh. All right, my shield's just not quite good enough, I don't think. Yeah, I can't do this with... I need to find a better place to stand, I guess. Or just get lucky and dodge somehow. Ah, he's moving away. Okay, better. Got some hits in. So yeah, there's going to be some luck involved here. But the good news is, the more heads I destroy, the easier it's going to get. If I can destroy at least one head, it'll hopefully get a little bit easier. Well, I said I need to get lucky with where I'm standing. That's what I mean. Like that. There we go. Got a little bit lucky that time. And he backs off now. Okay. All right. Okay. Getting some damage in. Still a little unlucky. All right. Haven't destroyed a head yet, I don't think, but doing better this time than I have been the past few attempts. But yeah, I literally have no idea where to stand to be safe here. All right, out of healing now. Let's see how this goes. Like, how? Okay, I got a head down. But now I can't survive any more hits. Okay, that's the closest I've gotten so far. Yeah, I'll roll through this first attack. Yeah, okay. Forget the shield. Yeah, just roll through it. And I'll try this section of beach. Yeah, I was probably just in the wrong section. Okay, doing better this time. It'd be nice if I could see. Okay. Missed that one. Really? Can't quite get that guy. Okay, got a hit in. Still progress. Oh no, he's backing up. All right, lure him back in. Oh, okay. That was a difficult one to hit, and I got one hit in there. Another hit. Don't see what I'm hitting, but I see the blood spatters. It's still progress. Oh, that missed completely. Ah, what hit me? All right. Think I got something there. Yes. Progress. Oh well. What? No, he's pulling back again. All right, come forward. Okay. Better. Okay, I think I got a head there. Most of his health is down. Another head. All right, I have to adjust to its new pattern. If I move to get closer to where it's going, it'll change its pattern. Ooh, okay. That was weird. Come on. All right, it's going out way over there. Can't see. All right, got one hit in. Get closer. Come on, I've almost got this. Just get closer. I need you to get closer, please. It'll be so frustrating if I die at this point. Because I don't really feel this is a good fight for skill. This is really just about luck, really. Because there's no way to predict where the heads are going to go. Finally. Only 10,000 souls for all that? All right. All right. These guys are a good source for farming Twinkling Titanite. There's 3 of them down here. And they have a chance of dropping Purging Stones or Twinkling Titanite, which, given the Basilisk, I think it'd be nice if I got at least 1 Purging Stone. Nothing here? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of speculation about what all these trees are. We know they're called arch trees. So that's the Great Hollow, the tree I descended from. So this is like at the base of the world at like a very low level, even below, well below Blighttown, which is already very far down. Well below even the demon ruins and the Tomb of the Giants, which is an area we haven't been to yet. One theory is that this is sort of like Bioshock Infinite, where every lighthouse is a new world. I don't agree with that because, I mean, we can go to this tree and the tree behind it. So that's two other trees that don't lead to new worlds. My theory is that these trees, these arch trees, are just basically pillars meant to hold up the world. Oh yeah, pyromancy is pretty good. Not against these guys, apparently. Alright, that's all the pyromancies I can do right now. Oh yeah, these guys do a lot of damage. And they're tough. Eye of Death. I think I can use that for Nidos Covenant. When playing these games, always look down. Let's see. Wow, that was close. And that path I was on would have led here if I hadn't dropped off. Is he stuck? Okay. Check if these guys dropped items, you want to walk into the shell and see if you get a prompt. Nothing here, but if you keep farming these guys, it takes a long time to do, but you can collect a bunch of Twinkling Titanite. I might just do that off stream, farm a bunch of this, so I can get a bunch of Twinkling Titanite. And this is one of the Everlasting Dragons. These were around well before the Age of Fire that we're in currently. Gwyn killed off most of them, but this one has survived. And it's basically indestructible. In fact, I wouldn't say indestructible, but it considers danger so far beneath that can even cut off its tail and it won't do anything. Like there. That gave me a sword. And it doesn't really care. So yeah, we made it all the way down to Ash Lake and the Everlasting Dragon. So I will go ahead and end the stream here for tonight, and the next stream, the plan is to complete Anne Orlando and try to defeat Ornstein and Smoke. So let's see how well that goes. All right. Thank y'all for coming, and I'll go ahead and end the stream now.